play a game.
No, let's make a game.
In this video we're going to discuss the game idea we have come up with, which is called
Cyborg Noodle. Cyborg Noodle is an adventure puzzle game where you play as a robot who is being tested to see if he is ready for space exploration.
In the game, you will play as Noodle, a futuristic state-of-the-art robot that must figure out how to overcome challenges to test his self-learning ability.
We are still debating whether the game is going to be 2D or 3D, or maybe even a mix of both. We've had many ideas about puzzles that we would like to implement in the game, but 2D may limit some of those ideas.
We have been researching and playing games from the same genre, such as Portal, Tomb Raider, Abyss Odyssey, and many more.
We played these games to help us think about key elements in our game, such as basic mechanics like how our character will move around the level, art and sound to get an understanding of how we want the game to look, and game elements such as failing at challenges, time limits, health, and other elements like these.
Now we will talk about this in better detail. Take it away, Ben.
For game mechanics, we've decided to use player movements with just left and right, like a classic 2D game, using only the jump function. We're also using the possibility of going in and out of the background, but that's undecided yet. We're going to be changing gravity using player inputs such as A, B, X and Y, or keyboard inputs. That we've taken inspiration from things like Braid and Limbo, where extra mechanics are added in using other separate inputs, and change of gravity is used in both of those games. We'll also be using door controls by buttons, or by inventory pickups that will control doors opening and closing as you go through the game. Possibility of teleporters. And finally, the possible concept of using two game characters at the same time controlled by one character. As well as that, all of this is under concept development.
Right, for art and sound. For the sounds, we'll be using ambient music from Portal 2 and World of Goo as fake background noise. And for the movement sounds, we will have a Star Trek style whoosh for going through doors. We will have a boing sound for jumping, and normal moving will have a subtle chugging sound. For the arts, we're going to have cel-shaded arcade-style graphics with bright primary colours and futuristic bright rooms as it's based in the future. The reference for the robot will be Wally.
Okay, the fail scenario for the game will depend on the level design. There will be time limits, time deductions, level restarts if the player fails to complete a puzzle. At the end of each level there will be a summary or a leaderboard showing high scores, fastest times, etc. We will be splitting up the work between us to make it more manageable. Ollie will be doing the character designs, animations. Ben will be working in Unity and doing the coding. I'll be working on the game mechanics, as well as with Max and Sam on level design in 3ds Max and Unity.